Chapter 1211. A wave of incredibly strong energy descended from the gray clouds, enveloping the whole Millennium Island. That wave of energy started to pull at everyone's bodies, making everyone feel like their bodies were about to be torn apart at any moment. They felt like their souls were about to leave their bodies. Everyone started to feel panic and fear, shouting wildly. The cultivators started to activate their spiritual energy in their panic, trying to fight back against the power that was pulling at their bodies and souls. However, ordinary people started to bleed from their orifices in just a short time and then crumpled on the ground in pain as they cried out in agony. Eileen and Brom stood next to Wilbur. Their spiritual energies were moving, and it seemed like they could hold on for some time. However, the ambience-level cultivators, including Seymour, were suffering immensely. That wave of energy grew stronger over time. It was just a matter of time before their souls and life force were sucked away. At that moment, Ferris laughed maniacally as he looked at Wilbur and shouted, "Brat, just wait for the King of the End to descend. This world will have a new order established thanks to me. I will represent the King of the End and rule over the world." "So, that's your goal, right?" Wilbur said coldly. Ferris laughed. "So what? This world has lost all its faith. It needs to be cleansed." "What utter nonsense. My world doesn't need anyone meddling in it, even if it's a god," Wilbur shouted. Ferris' body ignited in intense gray spiritual flames. The flames had countless complete inscriptions on them, and he suddenly looked incredibly tyrannical. "Brat, no matter which world it is, Might is right. The King of the End is about to descend. And what can you possibly do about it?" Ferris laughed. At the same time, over 100 meters on top of Ferris, a large gate made of spiritual energy was starting to form. The gate was covered in inscriptions and burned brightly with spiritual flames. A huge gate also started to appear at the base. Ferris looked at that gate with fervor in his eyes, moving forward. At that moment, the crowd could no longer endure the energy that was impacting them, and all of them cried out in agony. Those ambience-level cultivators were in agony as well. They were at their limits. Only Eileen and Brom were able to stand up against that energy with their own spiritual energy. Yet, that energy was getting progressively stronger, and sweat started to form on their foreheads. Wilbur had ignited his spiritual energy flames as well, silently looking at the large gate forming in the air. The energy from the gray vortex in the air was nothing to Wilbur. His constitution and spirit were sufficiently powerful to go against it, so it was unable to touch him for the moment. Yet, with everyone's spiritual energy and life force being sucked away, that energy was getting stronger and stronger. If it went on for much longer, he would find himself at a disadvantage too. Wilbur was not sure that he would be able to escape if the Gate of the End was fully formed and the King of the End really descended. Anything that could be called a god, even the most insignificant one, was not something Wilbur could stand up to at that moment. The Gate of the End was already being formed, and it was starting to emanate a horrifying aura. On top of that, the vortex's energy was already causing many to lose their lives, turning into desiccated corpses. Their flesh, life force, and souls had already been sucked dry, turning into energy for the Gate of the End.